Version 0.10000159 has landed with the much awaited bounty system, or at least some of it, with a huge, it's crazy how much we have gotten in this most recent update to Lost Relics, lostrelics.io for everyone out there wanting to dig into it, play it. We have the release notes here on the side. We have so much. This is gonna be a crazy long video. I'm gonna be going through most of the new things. We have a new leveling boost system where you actually get something for leveling up, where you unlock things, you get a little bit stronger. We have a bounty system. We have some tutorial kind of things that welcome players a little bit more into the game. We have an abundance of game-changing things where mechanics are different than they have been before. We have new blockchain items, we have new virtual items, we have, don't even get me started, or do get me started really, but anyway. So as you can see here, loads of stuff on the release notes, but it kind of ends with hundreds of other changes and so many nitty-gritty kind of things. So we're gonna be going through some of the highlight kind of things here, covering what happens when you log into Lost Relics after this update. I know it has been a few days. It landed on 1st of February 21. So this is how things look. We have a few locked things at the top of the screen. These are the champion rewards and the skill book. So some of this has previously been unlocked but is now locked because players need to complete a tutorial in order to unlock these things, which is nice. And we have these new bounty bucks. The bounty system is partially implemented, so you can complete bounties to earn these things, but the shop is not in the game right now. So anyway, tutorial quest. This is what you start out with. You go into the tavern, and in here you now see, hey, question mark, we have a classic quest kind of thing, Seraphine's general store. So this is the tutorial quest to just show you guys where you can buy basic stuff. This is important because some of these green uncommon tier weapons and vials for for alchemy are bought in here. So you need to go over here. This is where she was before with her stand, but now you need to go into her house, and when you go in there, you have a small little kind of shop thing, which is cool. And then you can talk with her again to now unlock her general store, where you can buy the same stuff that you could before, but we now have a small instance for it, I guess. And I think she's actually available 24/7 now, where she was sleeping during night before. I actually haven't tested that, but I think. So anyway, here you can see the different things, skins, resources, weapons that you can buy from the general shop. This is the first thing that you need to do. You can't really, if you want to progress in the game, you kind of need to do this. So it's a no-brainer. Just wanted to include it because it's a major step for the game that we now have a bit of player guidance when you start the game. Next thing is that we have this dude here being hey, the Royal Emporium, the marketplace. So that is definitely you need to go find him as well, talk with him and unlock the Emporium, the Royal Emporium, the marketplace, the closed book bidding kind of place. Pretty cool. It is the same place as before, but as with the general store, it now has its own instance, which is pretty cool. And if you're a member, you get more slots in there. You can unlock additional slots when you progress in the new leveling system. We're gonna look into that. But I had this other thing up here, a question mark that was yellow, so I kind of had to find out what the freak is that. And it turns out it's a bit of a voting related to the Christmas event. I didn't really know what it was, so I just selected a group allegiance. It just turned out you could choose between two different titles. I obviously selected the devoutness of his troutiness, but I don't know if this is something everybody can select or just those of us that played during the December event. So it was just a small bit of a bonus thing, so including it here, since this was all the stuff that happened when I updated the game and went in there. I completed all my bounties during 24 hours and slept at the same time, and during this time I gained more than 100 blockchain items. We have so many new blockchain items, and some of the existing ones that have been locked have been added. So I gain several blockchain items per dungeon run once again, which is amazing. the game is so much more alive when we have that. We also have new virtual items. But anyway, talking to this dude here, continue, then you unlock the emporium, you go in there, and then you have completed like the second starter quest. So when you start the game, you play these tutorials, you learn where can I buy stuff, where can I sell stuff, and that is kind of cool. So it is like a work in progress. I assume we're gonna get a lot more guiding quests for new players, but these are like the first ones that you get, and you need to do this before you can continue with the more interesting ones that we're gonna look into now. So champion rewards, what is that? You need to go in there, kill some stuff in the very first dungeon and bring some gun gizzards with you out. That's pretty much it. Once you come back and talk with this dude, you unlock the champion rewards, and the champion rewards are the new leveling up bonuses. So previously we got nothing for leveling up. I also just went out to check out my alchemy stand because I didn't have the skill book to see if my legendary top tier potions could now do anything in the game, and they couldn't. Many of the things I expected, hoped for, have not landed in this update. It's gonna happen, but like top tier things, new crafts, all that, not there yet. We also have this stash deposit, so you can now make this little chick go with your things to the stash for 5 gold per item, which is amazing. Unlocks later on. But anyway, completing the first dungeon, taking these grunt gizzards out, coming back, and you unlock the champion rewards. Top of the screen you have this yay champion rewards count thing, and when you go in there you can see what you gain when you level up. A lot of things, more inventory slots, more utility slots, more energy regeneration, you can wake up in the bed when you die, more bounties, speed boots like at the start of dungeons, more emporium slots, so that's a marketplace. Like you can see, level 45, the 5th relic slot, so we can now have another relic slot having more like utility support items when we go into dungeons, and that is huge. And at 50, the stash deposit up where you saw it, more energy at 70, more energy at 90, max energy that is, so you go into dungeons with like more mana, which is amazing. I also found this, I think this is where we're gonna access the arena. Haven't really tried to go in there yet with like if we can with the warden's key or something, but yeah, anyway. Next thing that we have is the skillful rewards. You need to go in and mine 6 rocks and bring out seismic dust. When you do that, you unlock the skills book. This is where you can see everything you can craft. This is where you see everything you can gain from gathering. So this is a bit of a tutorial into pretty much how do you get started with gathering skills. So once again, just went into one of the starter dungeons, mined out a little bit, and I already had my seismic dust. So you need to do 6 rocks, so this can be quite a few times in the first dungeon, but once you do that, you unlock the skills book, and in there you can see what can I make, what is it going to require from me to make it, what can I gather, like what tools do I need for all that kind of stuff in here. And I went through everything again just to see did we have any new recipes, recipes, whatever. I hope it's gonna come soon, because this was really, like, I had a few things, baked bird beak, scorn items, top tier crafting, new crafting things, top tier gathering. That was really what I hope to see. I'm positive that it is gonna land, but it wasn't part of this particular update. This is what we have in the skill book at the time of this recording. But now we have it, the bounty quests, a bountiful challenge. In order to unlock bounties, you need to do all this. So you need to kill an Ohhh, watchers, you need to scavenge, mine, chop trees and fish. So you need to do something for every gathering skill in the game. This is gonna like boost the emporium. So you need to go into the like different dungeons where we also have new blockchain items for mining, some diamonds, emeralds, rubies, like 40,000 of each. So a lot of this stuff going on. So I just went in there. As you can see here, we have the new emerald. I got so many blockchain items, man. So many blockchain items. But you can kill Ohhs from like arcane pits and dungeons above that. Watchers also in the top like 2 lowest dungeons. Note that traps have been changed in dungeons, so they now take up more space, which is pretty cool, fun, and amazing. Fishing, scavenging, wood cutting can be done in ash woods, trail woods, So I went in there to get that stuff completed, and I noticed that the chomperers are moving so fast now. It appears that we have less grods in the woods and more poison, and the grods and nether demons, any kind of tanky mob, actually now takes like only 10% damage from bows, which is pretty crazy, so you need to melee in there. We also have this slither skin, a new virtual item. When you have completed all of these things, you unlock bounties. Bounties are accessed here in the tavern by talking to this dude as well. Because I have such a high level in the game, I have a lot of bonus bounties. So basically these bounties are give the dude some items and perform some kind of task, kill something, scavenge, fish, get some rewards. You get a reward like loot box that you have no idea what has in it, and you get experience points, you get bounty bucks, and you get experience points for the craft or gathering skill that you need to perform in order to complete this. Some of these are crazy expensive, like 9,000, because you need to go buy green items. Some of them require rare blockchain items, some of them require craftable things, so very, very interesting. Some where you need to produce potions, some where you need to engineer. A lot of time into completing these. I'm including the ones that I had in the first go here, and all of the rewards that I got. You can get transcendent weapons from this, you can get crazy blockchain items, and then of course you get these bounty bucks that we currently can't use because we don't have this bounty store. I saw in Discord that Cliff, the developer, posted an image of the blockchain items he is minting for this, and they look very interesting. So of course we're gonna follow up on that once I get some of them. Unfortunately this time around, I got items that I can't use. I actually got 4 rare utility support items that don't really do anything when I click them. I got like some feathers, I got some paper, some papyrus, I got some vials or flasks, so these could be related to enchanting or alchemy or just for other bounties. I don't know right now. But anyway, these reward chests are actually virtual items, so you can sell them in the Royal Emporium. The top ones are already trading for roughly 100,000 gold. I'm of course not selling any of mine, I'm opening them all, showing you guys what I got rewards wise this time around. The developer has posted that during this stage of the bounty, the game is not requiring a high amount of items from us to complete these bounties, but this is something that will most likely be adjusted later on. So right now it is like get 1 or 2 or something. This could be like much higher numbers later, and the main concept here is the game will try to keep track of what items are in low supply right now, and then ask players to give them back to the game so that others can loot them. So this is like the item sync part of the game, where we're going to hopefully see a lot of the items reintroduced that had been like completely looted. Here you can see Infernal Hellfire. I ended up getting 4 of these. They currently don't really do anything, at least I haven't figured out a way to make them do anything. These rewards chests also have gold in them. Appears to be 1,500 for the bronze, roughly 3,000 for the silver, and about 6,000 for the gold version of these chests. And for the most part it has been a bad deal gold wise for me to do this, but it's really hard to comment on whether or not bounties are good, bad, crazy, OP, amazing, horrible right now, because the main currency that we get for completing these, the bounty bucks, cannot be used yet, and we don't know what we will be able to buy with them. We don't know what it will cost. Will we be able to get blockchain items? Will they be cheap, expensive, 1,000,000, 1,000? Will we be able to buy tickets for the arena? Like, it could be everything, it could be nothing. So right now it is just a currency, and I believe Howling Dr. Crazy Pants Mad, the top player in the game, completed all these and got roughly 17,000 bounty bucks. I got 16,800 for completing them, bringing me to a bit of a downer, in that if you notice these bounties, you will see there is a completion bonus based on time. So if you complete these fast, you can see I have 400 time bonus. So for some of these, the bronze ones, you can get almost the same in time bonus as the actual completion. So if you complete these fast, you will get more currency. And I don't really know what the cycle is on them. When I completed mine, I just had no more. So these could be on like a weekly reset. It's definitely not a daily reset. Could be a 6-day reset. If it's gonna be resetting up till the weekend, it will be really inconvenient for me due to work, meaning that I will always just be 3 days behind, not being able to rake in the good time bonuses for these. Whereas if you can complete especially the bronze ones early, because they are fast to complete and the time bonus is proportionally higher, it's gonna be a really good deal for you to complete the bronze ones day one and then move up to the higher ones where the time bonus is less significant. But we will find out. But it is interesting because the game developer has said multiple times he doesn't want players to speedrun the game. He doesn't want to stress the servers. He wants us to like play slowly, have a good time, chillax, complete the entire dungeon. But now he is actually rewarding us for speeding the game. We are being rewarded for doing something as fast as possible because we have the time bonuses. So for me, this is like, yeah, you can now speedrun the game, because clearly he is like encouraging us to do that now by completing as much as we can on the first day of bounties. This may change, it may not change. This is just like my impressions on the new system based on like, it took me 24 hours to complete everything, including sleep time and whatnot. I will hopefully know a lot more once we have had a few batches of these bounties. I didn't get a single blockchain item this time around. I got some items that I don't know what to use for yet, and hopefully we're gonna know more like in the near future. Main things, guys, huge update. This update for Lost Relics has been like so huge, and it is the first step in the right direction towards making the game like better to play mainstream wise. So many more blockchain items. I think we have like, I would say probably 200,000 blockchain items. I know just in the diamonds we have like 35,000 of one, 43,000 of another. So like you can get so many new blockchain items. We don't really know what to use them for yet, but a lot is pointing towards either some type of gem cutting or perhaps enchanting. The ruby has this like flavor text about being fire resistant, the diamond about being hard, so it could be related to so many things. Could just be a tradable thing where we give them to NPCs for something, but like I said, time will tell. Right now we don't know, but we have a lot of new items, we have a lot of new things that we can do. I hope that we're gonna see more bounties, because I mean, completing them all in one day if they're on a weekly rotation is like, then they could be harder, or we could just get more, because once you have completed them, you're kind of back to what now? Other things worth noting is that like all dungeons appear to have changed in one way or the other. And if you look at this area in Trail Woods, you would normally be able to see a chest when you are at this position. And a lot of things have been moved around. Also the nodes, which like some of them are currently bugged, making them hard to scavenge or where the loot drops to areas where you can't get them. But there is no chest. But you kinda now, like, look at that. There is a chest. It has been moved to a position where you need to be even closer to actually see it. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your support. Hope to see you guys in-game. Put it down there. What do you guys feel about this crazy huge update to Lost Relics? LostRelics.io. Thanks for watching, guys. Absolutely love you guys.